What is good, you sexy bastards? Welcome back. It is SCG, and I have another GTA 5 online video for you today. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also smash that like while you're at it. If you want to become a channel member, you can also click join just to the left of subscribe. Check out our new website at StellaCrewGaming.com, and you can also find us on all of our social media platforms at just Stella Crew Gaming. Well, that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get it. Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a new workaround for the apartment glitch, and also known as the double transfer outfit glitch. So I hope you guys had a great 4th of July, and if you're Canadian like myself, I hope you had a great Canada Day, had a great weekend. I know I did. So for this workaround, there's not a lot of changes to it. The very beginning is going to be pretty much the exact same, but as we jump into it, there will be a few differences, as you will see as we go through it. So first of all, if we are going to be doing this on our primary character, we want to make sure that our first character does have the most expensive apartments. So we want to make sure we have the Eclipse Towers, Suite 1, 2, and 3, if you can afford the most expensive. I particularly went with ones a little bit lower on this particular one, but I do have 3 high-end apartments here in my spot 4, 5, and 6. Now on our secondary character, we want to have the cheapest apartments like these ones, also in slot 4, 5, and 6. That is very important. So on your secondary character, you can just buy all very cheap apartments, and then on your primary, as long as the 4, 5, and 6 is the most expensive that you can afford. So we're going to start off on our primary character that we're going to be basically transferring the apartments from. Once we've loaded just into a regular invite-only session or online session, all we need to do basically is make sure we have the apartments. You can force a save, and then from there we can go into options online and exit GTA. So we're going to go back to story mode. Alright, so from here in story mode, we want to make sure that we do have a video clip ready to trim, or you want to have an application that you can use to ready suspend. So if you have Netflix or YouTube or something like that, you can use that to suspend the application when we're ready. But for myself, I'm just going to hover over the invite-only session. I'm going to go over into my capture gallery, and then from there I just want to go ahead and go into a clip, and I'm going to hit options, and I want to hover over trim. So we're going to go in here, we're going to go all, we're going to go down to video clips, I'm going to go options, and I'm just going to hover over trim. I'm going to double tap our PlayStation button so we come back into here. Now we're going to accept the alert to go to the invite only session. As soon as we get the orange loading circle in the bottom right hand corner, we want to double tap and spam X to trim the clip and suspend the application. From there we can go ahead and tap our PlayStation button once and go select GTA once again. We should have that alert. We just want to hit X to continue and then X to accept the second alert as well. So if that alert doesn't pop up, you didn't trim quick enough, you're going to have to start from the very beginning. But if you did trim the clip, spam through it, it should ask you to suspend your GTA. Then from there you just want to go back into it, and that alert should be there waiting for you. Just hit X to continue and then X again to accept the second alert, and this will take us into an invite only session. Alright, so this is basically saying that our primary character that we just tried to load was not available, so it's going to actually take us in as our secondary character. So my first character was a male, as you've seen when we started, so I'm actually going to load up in now as my secondary character, which is my female. And from here we just got to basically load in. Like I said, we want to make sure we have the cheapest apartments in slot 4, 5, and 6. So you want to make sure you do that before you start the glitch, obviously. Now here we simply want to go into online and swap character. Alright, so we're going to go options, we're going to go over online, and we're going to go into swap character. So from here, this is where it changes a little bit. We're obviously going to just accept that alert, so it takes us into the swap character screen. Just like before, we should have an error now on our primary character, our first character, or the character that we started off with. Now that is good, but here's where it's different. We're going to go over to that character, and we actually want to hit circle to return to GTA 5. So we actually want to return to story. So we're just going to hover over the character for a few seconds, and we're going to hit circle to return to Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, so we're going back to story. So that's very important. Alright, so hover over the character, hit circle to go back to story. So that's where it has changed, but as you've seen, you do see the error on the chalkboard just like before. So that is the same. So from here, it's very similar as well. There's just going to be one extra step we're going to do here from story. So you want to make sure you have some friends online, or you're part of a community. If you're not part of a community, just join any random community like I actually did before the video. So I just join the world's finest gaming community, and then all we want to do is either go through our friends list or go into our activities and just find somebody, or sorry, community, and we just want to find somebody that's online. Now you want to make sure they're in the same targeting mode as well. So if you do join somebody like I do here that's in the wrong targeting mode, you just want to decline the alert and find somebody else. So we're going to go down here and find somebody that's in the same targeting mode. And so the first person I selected here, PlayStation menu takes forever to load, so I just ended up hitting X to continue on there anyways. And as you see here, I'll get the first alert. I'm going to accept it. Now, if it's a different targeting like this, we're going to hit no. We want to hit circle, and then we want to just go ahead and go down one and try to find somebody else. So make sure they're in the same targeting mode. So this guy was, so we're good to go. So now it's just going to take us into a session. Now, it could just take you straight into the session. If the person's in a private session, that's fine. Just accept the alert. Or, like for me, it said that it wasn't able to find that session anymore. That's also fine. It will eventually spawn you into a public session. So either way, that's not an issue. It will take you in, and the glitch will still work. So just accept whatever alert it may give you, and you're good to go. So we're just going to wait for that to happen in the background. Obviously, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go check out the website, StellaCrewGaming.com. Right now, we are booking for 3 to 4 days in advance if you are looking for outfit services. So I want to thank everybody who's trusted me to work on their accounts in the last few months. It's been overwhelming, to be honest. It's been quite busy. So I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are looking for some outfit services, if you do not have 2 consoles or Save Wizard and you cannot do any of the tutorials that I've shown you guys how to do, I do offer that service, so you can check out my pricing at StellaCrewGaming.com. If you want to see some of the recent outfits that I've made, I am posting them all over Instagram. I have been spending a lot more time on Instagram lately, just for the fact that it is a lot more positive platform than Twitter. Twitter is very, very toxic, and so I've tried to stay away from that as much as possible and concentrating more on Instagram. So if you want to keep up with what we're doing here at SCG, make sure you are following us on Instagram at Stella Crew Gaming. So once we do load in as our female again, all we want to do one more time is we're going to go options, and then we want to go to swap character. So we're almost ready. Alright, so we're going to go swap character. Now we're going to accept this alert. Now what should happen is we're going to get 3 alerts here. We want to hit X to continue on this one. So very important there. Then we want to hit circle to go back. And then we're going to hit square to retry. Okay, so that step is very important. So we're going to accept the first alert by hitting X. We're going to deny the second alert by hitting circle. And then the third alert, we're going to retry to load our primary character. Okay, so in the background, it's going to retry. It's going to try, but it's not going to happen. It's still going to load us back in as our female, our secondary character. Okay, so that first character is still not quite available, which is perfect. That's what we want. So it's going to load us back in as the female. Now from there, we are good to go. All right, so when we do load in, we can go ahead and go to the cheapest apartments, and we can just buy the cheapest apartments over slot 4, 5, and 6, and it will give us the full refund of about $430, $440 per apartment that you do trade in. So you get roughly 1.4 million every time you do this. But doing this back to back, I didn't fast forward any of this in the background. This is all real time. It's about 10 minutes each. So I mean, if you do this 6 times in an hour back to back, that's a quick 10 million for an hour's work, so not too bad. All right, so we're going to go into Dynasty 8. We're going to go property listings. We're going to sort from low to high, and we just want to buy the cheapest one here, which I have at 28,000. We're going to purchase that. Now you see here, I'm going to get a $400,000 trade-in value for that first one that we had. And then if I go into low to high once again, go to the cheapest one at 29,000 and purchase this one, it's going to give us 381 or 352 for that one, I should say, sorry. And then again, we'll resort these from low to high. Sometimes they don't always give us the lowest one first, so we're going to make sure that it is the lowest. And this was the Eclipse Towers one at 550. So again, I had a couple of apartments that weren't quite the full max value on those ones, but I still made easily over 1 million. I think it was 1.3 I made on that particular round. So now I can go ahead and upgrade those to the Eclipse Towers ones if I want, to make sure I get the full value. Now, very important at this point, make sure you do get a save. So I'm just transferring, or I just double checking my outfits here, because they do actually transfer from your male to female. So I do apologize, that is something I should have mentioned in the very beginning. This will delete any outfits that you have on your female secondary character. So if it is a new character, who cares? But if it is a character that you care about the outfits, that will delete the outfits. So I want to just make sure I force the save. I did get the orange circle in the bottom right hand corner there eventually after swapping outfits. I was getting the servers unavailable there at first. Now, if I am wanting to do this back to back, all I need to do from that point, once I force that save, is I want to go into Creator, and from Creator I want to go into Choose Character, and at this point I would select my main character once again, and then it will no longer have the error. Alright, well, that's it guys for tonight's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and drop a like, and until the next one, this is your boy SCG, and I'm out.